Aqua here again. Welcome back to FTB Monster. I've just been on a little journey around the server, and fortunately I've got some really ugly chunks. See this? This is just like sheer cliff walls where biomes. This is what I've said. I've said this before about biomes. Are plenty. It looks like at some point I must have been messing around with the config. This is clearly ATG generation. Made this real nice island with a beach all the way around it, and swamps on the edge and stuff. So ATG generation, really pretty. I don't know if this is the standard biomes of plenty. Look, I've got sheer chunk edges. We'll put the grid on. Look, sheer chunk edges all the way around here. It's really ugly. So meh, made my world look a bit ugly. I'm not sure if I've done that messing around with configs backwards and forwards. I don't know. But anyway, little complaint to start with there. So I have changed the configs of Family Expansion. There we go. You can see that I can no longer make machine frames with iron. I do require steel. Thank you very much to everyone who told me last time that I had to put the power in the back of the thing. I did notice right at the end. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a aqueous accumulator. I want to see if it works underneath the fermenter here. Now, fermenter I've worked out works with reeds in the bottom. And of course, sugar for the first part is made from reeds. So then we can do all the fermenter stuff straight from reeds, which is really nice. So I've got a lot of sludge there, and I've got a lot of sludge somewhere else. There we go. So what we can do with this sludge now is cook it up. Currently in just a vanilla furnace, but you can't cook it in there, can you? No. Cook it up in a vanilla furnace, and we'll be able to turn that into ethanol crystals. Is that right? Ethanol crystals, yeah. And then we can make a gas engine. So I'm going to get on with that in just a minute. I've extended this reed farm to a 9x9. That's rocking nicely there. I've planted some granola seeds. These are what you use for the gearbox oil for Rotarycraft. You get randomly get these things, canola seeds, not granola. What am I on about? Canola seeds. I've been randomly getting them from breaking grass. As you can see, once you plant them, if you break them when they're fully grown, you actually get quite a lot of seeds back from them. So that's really nice. And I've extended the footpath over here. So we've got this area with potatoes, carrots, and wheat. Because this house kept getting attacked, I actually need to make a door for this house. I haven't got one. So, and what else have I done? Oh yeah, someone also kindly told me that I should of course have made the thalmium helmet. Go on, press the right button. This thing, the helmet of revealing, which is a thalmium helmet combined with goggles revealing. I will get on with that. I have actually researched that, and I have got some thalmium ingots, so I can quickly make that. I'm just checking the forum thread of Thalmic Tinkerer, and Vasky's had some really awesome stuff. So there we go. We've got the helmet. We can't actually combine it yet because this is enchanted, so that won't combine, I don't think. Now, is that how you combine it? Let's have a quick look. I'll just take that off there a second because it doesn't update in the table. You actually need to take it out to update. Artifice, arcane workbench, thalmium helm, goggles revealing, combined to make the helmet revealing, so it gives you a bit of armour as well. And yeah, because I enchanted that. Now I don't want to waste enchants because they're quite nice enchants. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until I can make a disenchanter, which is probably going to be a while away because, oh no, that's not too bad actually. That's not too bad. I may make one of them in just a minute. So, yeah, what? So I've completely forgot what I went to the Rotarycraft room for. I wanted to grab some steel. I've not got a lot of iron. I have got a potential way of getting regen, which is really nice. I looked at the Geostrata gems on the Rotarycraft website, and the magenta ones give regen, so I want to see if that actually gives me regen. Now I've looked, all the geostratogens, they all have a nasty effect in the nether. So when I took that fire resist one, it gave me fire damage. They're all like that. So the ones that give you one that gives you strength gives you weakness, I guess. One that gives you regen gives you damage. So you've got to be very careful when you're finding them in the nether. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's go make 3 machine frames. Let's get some glass on the go soon as well. So I've got stone and I've got cobble, but I need to get sand production, which means getting a pulverizer involved, and glass production, which means getting a furnace involved. I've got a bit of glass, so I should be able to make these with a HLA steel, and I can. Wonderful. So I'm going to have 3 machine frames. I'm down to just 4 bits of glass. I need to cook up some sand, which means I need to, yeah, not quite ready for that yet, am I? 3 machine frames, and then what I'm going to want to make is, I was just saying because I need a bucket for the aqueous accumulator. Tell you what, I'm going to borrow the one from under here just for now to see if it works. There's no point in making it if it don't work. So I've got not got a wrench yet. That's unbelievable. I must have a wrench. Is it up there? I've got a IC2 wrench. We have got, I believe, redstone arsenal in this, haven't we? We do, yeah, cool. So I will. My plan is to have. So what damage does that do? Okay, so the Omni wrench doesn't do damage. The battle wrench does. My plan is to have a flux infused battle wrench enchanted as my main melee weapon, just for fun. And right, what do I need? A bucket. I've got that. So I'm just basically just testing at the minute, see if this will put the water into the fermenter. And if it does, I shall break for a second and get 2 aqueous accumulators made, and another one of these DC engines, and another fermenter. I want 1 fermenter for each section of this sludge creation. Seems to make sense to me, that. And I will also get a disenchanter made, so I can disenchant this helmet and keep the enchants off it. And there's 1 bucket, and here's another. And are we outputting somewhere? Sweet. So that works. So that's good to know. So I'll probably set that 1 lower, make a little bit of liquiduct, fluiduct these days, isn't it? Is it fluiduct or liquiduct? Sure, it's fluiduct. It is. Wonderful. I'll make a little bit of that. It's very nice and cheap. Copper and lead. And I'll have 2 fermenters, so I'll get another fermenter made, another DC electric engine made, and I'll do it off camera because you've seen me do them bits before. So I'm going to make an aqueous accumulator, a disenchanter, a fermenter, and a DC electric engine. Back in a bit. Okay then, back we are, and I cooked some plastic in the furnaces up here. I cooked up some rubber, and I've just checked, and you can actually change rubber in the dictionary converter there, which is nice. You can put it to industrial craft if you want to. Not that it makes a difference, because most things, I think, in fact, all rubber recipes are interchangeable anyway between the two. I got some rubber, a couple of diamonds, nether brick, machine frame, redstone reception coil, just gold ingot, redstone. Gets me an auto disenchanter. Now I believe this needs power. I'm fairly confident it needs power. Yeah, look, it needs power. So I've not actually got any power for it yet, but I just wanted to make it because I wanted to show you what I'm going to use for power. I find it quite interesting. What we'll do with that is, once I've got a bit of MJs, where can I put that? So much space in this place. Let's stick it up there. Once I've got some MJs, stick a book in there with an item, and it'll pull an enchant off the item and put it onto the book, so you get it onto a book, which is very nice. Oh, I've updated my list here, by the way. what do we finish next time? We haven't done space or space fusion yet. Cow farm, sheep farm still needed. Coke oven, blast furnace, not doing anymore because we are going to use the Rotarycraft steel. Rotarycraft start, I've not ticked it yet because I want to get to a gasoline engine before I tick that. And blood altar, dagger of sacrifice, plate bending machine, and I want magenta geostrata. I'm just going to put that there for now. Just oops, spaced in the wrong place. Magenta geostrata. I want to grab one of them, and I've spelled that wrong. I want to grab one of them, see if it actually gives me regen, because that'll make things a lot easier. And I want a plate bending machine because I'm sick of having to spend 2 iron ingot every plate that I want. So I've just been checking the book here. Look what we've got down here. Down on, if I remember what page it is. So many things in this book. That thing there will let you take chef power into MJs, which is quite interesting. And there's another one that does the same. Oh, improves the EU. Unless that's mechanism. I thought it was the one that produced EU as well. The one that creates Rotarycraft redstone flux as well. Sorry, the one that converts from Rotarycraft shaft power into redstone flux. So very good. You can actually use your shaft power to convert into other energies as well. Very nice. I'm sure there must be an EU one there as well somewhere. Let me just not spend too much time with my nose in this thing. Smeltery, that's interesting. It doesn't seem to be an EU one. Maybe isn't. But vaults would suggest universal electricity mechanism power, wouldn't it? Not EUs. So I forgot to bring a brick. I've got them down there now. So what I can do in here, of course, is what was it in this one? Sugar in the top, and dirt in the bottom. Didn't bring any dirt with me. And this one is yeast in the top, and sugar cane in the bottom. Is that right? Forgot everything already. Oh, power's not turned on. Fool. There we go, and that's how I've been making the sludge using sugar cane. So sugar cane and dirt is all I really need for this. I'm going to need some way of generating dirt at some point. What we can do is get on with the next couple of bits. I'm going to put that book in there. One thing I want to make is this thing. This is called an ignition unit. Steel, gold, and redstone. And I might need more of them, so I'll lock that for now. I might not. It depends on how many of these gasoline engines I make. And now we've got all the bits in here I need to make my first gasoline engine. So I believe it goes something like the wrong way around. Something wrong way around. Gasoline engine. Looks correct to me. Oh, there we go. Strange how it didn't work the first time. We've got gasoline engine, so this is what I'm creating the ethanol crystals for. And this guy takes the ethanol crystals. He puts out 65 kilowatts of power, 512 rads, 128 newton meters of torque. So compared to these guys, what was that? Let's double check that again. 65,000, wasn't it? Sorry, 65 kilowatts. These little guys here put out. Cannot click on them little guys. Them little guys put out 1, I think. Yeah, look, they put out 1 kilowatt. So it's like 65. Each one of these gasoline engines is like 65 of them little guys. So I've got power that I can actually do something decent with. So next step, I guess, is to look at making an extractor. And where are you? The right thing? Extractor. There it is. Extractor. So what special bits these needs? Just a drill. That's pretty straightforward. So let's make a drill. Might not have enough steel here. So drill, bit of netherrack, bit of wood, bit of stone, shaft unit, base panel, need another impeller and 2 of them. Okay, so an impeller is like so. I need 1 of them. I need some more steel. So I shall, I think I've actually made some more steel. I have. Wonderful. Wonderful. Let me make 3 of them. And then I'll remind myself what the recipe is again. Shaft, impeller, base panel. Memory's so bad. Then 2 ingots up the top. And I'll go get the other bits and we'll put this thing together and I'll be back in a sec. Okay then, I've got some bits. Just seen another villager dying. The villagers die all the time. They keep getting stuck under stuff. They are actual dickheads. Seems to have broken a window. What's that happened? But they keep rebreeding, so I think it's fine. I don't think I'll run out. They seem to breed more than die. So, yeah, that's kind of alright, I guess. Right then, so, here we go. We can make... Oops, what have we done there? Let's turn it round or something. We can make our extractor. Got the netherrack, stone, and the oak wood. So we'll make that guy. And I think I'm going to need this thing. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. 2 of them. A gear and a steel ingot gives me this thing called a bevel gear. Now, because... I think I need this thing because... As far as I can tell, well, not as far as I can tell. I can actually tell. This guy needs water, so I'm hoping that gives him water. Will you take water from that guy? I don't seem to want to turn round. Okay, so that's... I've got a fixed direction. Let's see if we place him that way. No, it looks the same. Okay. This is interesting, isn't it? So it's got, you can see the netherrack, you can see the wood, you can actually see the bits that you've used to make it, which is kind of funky. This guy takes power from the bottom, so there's all different kind of torque and powers needed as well. But I think they're all covered by this gas engine. Power input bottom, 2 and 3 require a water supply, so I'm hoping that'll give water, although it doesn't seem to be. Them pipes have got water in. They don't seem to be going into there though. So I don't know if there's any special way that the water has to go in. Maybe through the top. Let's have a look. Let's have a test. Clearly it can't be from the bottom because the power has to go in from the bottom. But, so, that said, power has to go in from the bottom. Let's just break them. I'm going to break the window behind it. So I've been a bit of a coward. Come on, smash. Look, smash. Ah, son of a bitch. That's what happens when your pit gets too good. You're always breaking shit. Get away, villagers. They kind of get on my nerves a bit, the villagers. So because these need power from underneath, this is all temporary, remember. I am making a factory at some point. I think I need this thing called a bevel gear. And I'm going to put it down there. And you see, it showed me the input and the output there. Well, what I need to do, I think, is I need the output to be the top. So I say input. I don't really get how this works. I believe this. So what's going to happen is the gasoline engine is going to go there. Like so. Put its power into this thing. And then this needs power sending up. I don't know if I can send power up with it. I thought I could. I'm not sure what the blue stands for either. Red is clearly power out. I might have made the wrong thing. I'm going to have to cut and check. But green's power in, red's power out. And I thought I could use this guy to change direction to up. But that does not seem to be having it. I can't really tell what's happening, to be honest. Can't see what's changing with that screwdriver. It looks like nothing's changing. So perhaps I'm using the wrong tool. I shall be back in a sec. Oops, sorry about that. I was trying to overcomplicate things. As you can see there, it's now green is in and red's going out. If you look at it, each side has got a colour. So this side, even though it's got green going in, is orange. If I click on it without the screwdriver, I get this screen, which is really nice. So orange, as you saw, was where the green is. So orange is my input, and blue, which is the top side, is my output. Awesome. So that should, in theory, sort this guy out. Now I'm still concerned there's no water going in there, but it maybe needs power to get the water going in. I was just messing around over here, working that thing out with that diamond shaft that I still don't need yet, I don't think. So I am going to put that engine back there. I am going to cover this up, which is a shame because that kind of looks nice, that bevel gear, but that bevel gear is all hidden now. And I am going to put some of them in there. Now this has got power. I'm going to throw some more in. Is anything going to happen? Now see, look, I ain't got enough stuff for certain parts of it. So this is not going to be good enough. I should not have put all that fuel in. Where's all that fuel going to go? Is it going to blow things up? Interesting. It says there's only no fuel left. So I've burnt through that fuel quick on it. I believe there should be a little bit of an inventory there saying how much fuel I've put in. Clearly that's not going to work. So I'm going to work out this a little bit better. I'm trying to kind of bluff my way through it a bit, really. You can see it's putting power up, so the power's going in there, it's just not enough of it. And it's interesting I can't turn that thing around. But yeah. So this needs stage 1 65 kilowatts and 512 newton meters of torque, which is what I thought this was. Stage 1 65 kilowatts. Oh, 128 newton meters of torque. Okay. So I need more torque. So I need more torque. Right, okay, I shall have a play around. Back in a sec. Okay, I'm in a single player creative world at the minute, and there's something very cool over there, so I'll show you that really quick. Let's just, I'm in creative. Just fly over there really quick. Them engines are really loud. This is, I believe, a roguelike dungeon. And I'm looking forward to finding these. I'm not going to go inside it. I'm looking forward to finding these out in the world, but I've had a little look inside. Let's go and load in world, please. Well, there's a tower there, and then it kind of stretches off in many directions, so that's part of it. And if we was to go that way, God, the world ain't loading in very quick. If we go this way, that's part of it as well, and that's part of it. So you can see it spreads out underground in all directions, all 4 directions. Very cool. Oops, what's going on there? What have we done wrong? CPX 0. There we go, puts it back here. So what I've sussed is I'm a little bit out of my depth at the minute with what I want to be doing with this. I need to be able to create a couple of more things. Now this is running off gasoline engines, and I've got it sussed, so I need to know, so I know what I'm doing. First thing I need to be able to make, really, to make things a bit easier, these engine control units. Let's come out of creative and look at the recipe of that. Engine control units, these guys. Click off that fool. And for that I need circuit boards, and for circuit boards I need ender pearls. So until I get ender pearls, I can't really do them. And in the same vein, CVT unit, this is a variable gear, and it's very impressive. You make leather around steel, gets you these belts, and it needs lubricant, so I've got lubricant in there. To make a CVT, have I got one in my inventory there? Yeah, I have. Make a CVT, that also needs ender pearls. So until I get ender pearls, I can't really make them. But basically, what I need here is, let me turn this off. This is down, put that down to 1. So that is normal rate. So For these engines, of course, 128 Newton meters of torque at 512 rads or 65 kilowatts of power. So if you look at that, you'll see that we've got 65 times 4 kilowatts of power. We've got 128 times 4 Newton meters, and the rads stay the same because obviously the rads are not the rads per second are not getting changed. What we've got here is this engine's put into this bevel gear, which is sending the power that way. This shaft junction is taking power from this way and this way, putting it out to this way. Same with that, same with that. So basically all I'm doing is funneling the shaft energy into this, and at the minute with that set of one, that's not actually doing anything. So you can pretend for the second that's not there because that ain't doing a thing at the minute. So what we're getting, these are the other thing I can't make, dynameter. If it's to make these as well, and they also need ender pels. So until I get ender pels, I'm struggling a bit with this stuff. This really helps being able to see exactly what power you're putting out. So as you can see there, I've got the right amount of torque, and I've got enough power, but I ain't got enough speed to run all 4 levels of this. Now if you look at this, you can see that there that we have got enough power, speed and torque to do the first operation. So what's going on here is it's turning this gold ore, it's a bit slow but it's all good, it's turning this gold ore into this gold ore dust. So that should go down and that should go up. There we go. And each level of this, each thing this does has got a chance of doubling, so you can end up with an absolute ton. So at the minute, with it set without the gearbox doing anything, this CVT unit's technically a gearbox. There are gear these things, gearboxes, but I'd have to be putting that in and out all the time, which isn't a big deal to be honest. I could do that, but I like the engine control and I like this, so I'm gonna wait for ender pels to carry on with this. I'm gonna use the smeltery just until I get some ender pels. But what you can see from that is we do not have enough speed for operation 2 and operation 3. So you can see at the minute operations 1 and 4 have got green all the way through. So operation 1's going and operation 4's going. That's cooking up the bits that I had from when I was just testing a minute ago. But operation 2 and 3 aren't doing anything. What we need to do for that is we need to change the gearing, and I've just filled this. Each ratio needs more, so 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, no, yeah, that's 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. So that's what these belts let you do. So if I had no belts in there, there we go, get all the belts out. I can't even go to 2 because there's no belt in there. Yeah, if I had 1 belt in there, I can go to a ratio of 2, but I can't go to a ratio of 4 because 2 is the max, so there's only 1 belt. So it puts it back to 2. So the ratio's at 2 now. You can see now the ratio's at 2. So instead of 512 rads, I've got 1 kilorad, so I've got 1024 rads because I've doubled the speed and half the torque. Yeah. So now if we look at this, now we can't do the first one because we ain't got enough torque for that. So that needs a full 512, so that stops. We can't do a second or third either still, so because we need more. So what I actually need to do is put this up to, I believe it's 16. So that's it, just leave it. So what's that? 2, 4, 8, 16. So I need belts all the way to there. Put that to 16, and now you see we haven't got enough torque to do operations 1 or 4, but we have got enough torque to do operations 2 and 3. So with this variable belt control, it's a little bit manual, but I can make all 4 of these things work with just these pretty basic engines. Now later on I guess I can make this a lot more intense, but for now I just wanted to show you that that's how you can get your average of 5.06 times. I think that's what the average out at. So for each gold ore you get an average of 5 ingots, which is crazy. I mean, it makes mechanisms, IC2s, thermal expansions and factorizations 3 odd ingots look a bit paltry, doesn't it? So as you can see there, that's all working. So it would be a case of switching this as needed, so you can switch it back just like that. So it's just a case of going in there and switching it back, and now you'll see that 2 and 3 are going to stop again and 1 and 4 are going to go again. So it's just a case of switching that from 1 to 16. There are other ways of doing it, but that's the way I've worked out at the minute. Right, so I'm going to go back into the normal world. I'm going to do something different for the rest of the episode. Back in a bit. Okay then, I'm back into my main weld here, and as you can see, I'm at half a heart. I just got poisoned by a cave spider, trying to get a kind of safe-ish path down to that magenta crystal I want to go for. So I thought I'd show you this on camera. Check out these golden heads. They seem to give a bit more regen. Look, I've got 10 seconds of regen from that. So do I get any more than I would off a golden apple? Oh, 2.5 hearts, same. Okay. I'm gonna have to burn through all these before I head back there. I'm just quickly going to make. Don't want screwdrivers in there for. Just put it there out of the way. I'm going to make a quick engine. I'm going to make a dynamo from thermal expansion. For that, we need some copper gears. I'm just making a couple of copper gears. They go like that in a minute. What I need to do is get a little bit of redstone first. Bit of redstone. Oops, no, 2 bits of redstone. 3 bits of redstone, in fact. And that silver goes in between them, becomes a transmission coil. Bit of redstone goes there. Gears go there. And 3 bits of copper go there, there, and there. Gets us a steam dynamo. What a steam dynamo needs is coal and power to work. Sorry, coal and water. So we can click some water in there, like that. And the bucket's worth. And I'm just going to use a little bit of coal, and I'm going to start working the. I'm going to start filling that up. So even though that's RF dynamo, that will quite happily put power into that auto disenchanter there. So I'm going to upgrade my helmet before I go back into that scary cave. So yeah, there is a magenta. I'll show you when I get back. There is a magenta geostrata thing that I can see. Oops. Threw that there for no reason whatsoever. So I'm going to use the steam in here. Now the reason why I'm making this at the minute, that's weird, isn't it? That's a bit of a graphic issue. So that's filling up pretty quick. So what I need is to put my goggles in there, and that's going to start working. See, pull the energy out. So it's kind of quick, but not really quick. That's going to pull the first enchant off there, so it'll pull either protection or breaking off. I am going to have to use. I ain't got an anvil, have I? I don't actually want to do this yet. If I take them out, I'll lose that power. They still won't come back because they're damaged. Making an anvil is going to be a nightmare. Due to Greg, of course. Anvil. Oh no. No, it's no plates. Okay. So I can make an anvil. I'm going to need to make an anvil then. Oh, fully sidetracked. I need to make an anvil to repair them. You can repair goggles revealing with gold, by the way. I need to make a casting basin to put in place of this casting table. So I need some seared bricks. So I shall have to go on a little mission. I will need some sand, which I haven't got, some gravel, which I have got, and some clay, which I should have. Yeah, I've got clay. So I'll make a casting bench. I'll come back. By the time I'm back, these should be drained. And then I'll quickly change this into a helmet, and then I shall be on the hunt for that geostrata magenta thing and try not to die. Back in a sec. Okay then, back again, and I added some fluid ducts from the accumulator there because that was burning through steam water far too quick, and I pulled the 2 enchants off that, so I've now got them, and I've put the 2 enchanted books into there, protection 4 and breaking 3, so they'll come in handy later, I'm sure. And I also made a quick pulverizer with that other machine frame I had, and I pulverized up a stack of sand so I can get some glass. So I'll throw that in there with some coal in a bit. Now I'm using a little bit of coal here. I've got a fortune pick, so getting coal is really easy, especially with access to that hollow hill. And 2, I am planning to have a lava crystal from Blood Magic pretty soon, which will take place of coal for me. So what I need to do now, I made an anvil. So I made this thing a basin, casting basin, just using 7 seared bricks, which is of course grout. Not like that, but you know, grout. Through the. I didn't do it through there because it kind of messed up last time. I did it in the normal furnace. Everyone not steam lava again. So I made a quick 3 iron blocks. I can also make some gold blocks to upgrade my pickaxe and my. Oh, I added a name to that. Look, stabby, and I'm not added a name to that yet. So I made a quick anvil. So what I can do now is, with some gold, we've got 2 gold, 2 levels, get them back to full, wonderful. and I can run away to get stuck on the anvil. Son of it. I can run all the way down here. So slow. I need to sort that out soon. And I need to put my wand in there and the goggles in there, and it ain't working. There we go. So 5.5 of each. Gets me a helmet of revealing, wonderful. So now I'm not only I've not only got goggles of revealing, I've also got protection as well, armor. So very, very awesome. So 24 levels, unfortunately. I need to get to 30 levels before I start enchanting my gear, so I should be getting some gear pretty soon. So let's now head to the danger zone. I don't like it in here. I don't mind telling you. I've used all my heads, my golden heads. I've got apples. I've got a couple. I should have really made some apples, but I'm gonna brave it. Famous last words, I know. That can go in there. That wants to be on there. That can, in case I get on fire. That should be good to go. I'm gonna take a couple of stacks of cobble with me, so I can. I don't like that anvil there. It's gonna have to move in it. So the video is over 35 minutes, I think. So I will be wrapping up pretty soon. Right, what I noticed was, up here on the top of this hollow hill, if you look down there, there's a dickhead for a start. Get away, you. Coward. I'm curious if anyone knows how they work. It looks like they do the opposite of Enderman, so if you're not looking at them, they'll come at you. There is a pink, or purple, or magenta. So I need to see what that is. So what I've done is I've made a way down so far, but it's so dangerous in here. I kind of got overwhelmed a bit just in here by a lot of zombies. So I need to be very careful about what goes on. And I forgot my silk touch pick. Back in a sec. Okay, then back, and I've got my silk touch pick, and I want to be in and out of here really quick if I can, because I am unable at the minute to heal myself. I'm very scared about everything. Nothing great in there. I'll come back to that later. So I just want to zoom in here. Let's see if this is the right colour for a start. Magenta it is. Ah, regen. Awesome. I was getting regen. Run over here. Look at that. Sweet. I have got regen. I'm going to be able to run away because there's a spider coming. That is very nice. Thank you very much, Geostrata. So, Rika, Rotarycraft, for adding these magenta cave crystals and making it so I can silk touch them. I can now head back to my base and have regen. Where do I want this? I guess I'm going to want it. Well, I can always silk touch it again, so I can just put one down, I guess. There we go, I've got regen. Sweet! How awesome was that? So, what I can do now is, really quickly before I go, last thing before I go, blood magic, let's make a really quick altar. And was there a gold in there, wasn't there? And what was in there? I forgot already. A diamond, 2 gold. Diamond, oops, you're not a diamond, you're an emerald. And is it another diamond I need to put in there? It's been a while since I've started blood magic. 2 gold. And 4 smooth stone. 2, 3, 4. Gets me a blood altar, which I am for the minute just going to throw there just so you can see it. So there's a blood altar. I'm going to want a sacrifice dagger, a dagger of sacrifice once it's level 2. That thing there, dagger of sacrifice, once I'm at tier 2. But at tier 1 I need to make this thing. Just glass, gold, glass, gold and iron. So have I got any glass yet? I've got no glass, have I? Back in a sec. Oh well, silly me, I came back and I made the sacrificial knife, and then I spent about half an hour trying to work out why this won't work. And I thought I'd go check on the forum. As soon as I went on the forum, I remembered that unfortunately blood magic and Galacticraft do not play well together, and because this series is kind of geared up for Galacticraft. It looks like in this series I'm going to have to miss out on Blood Magic, which is a shame because it's one of my favourite mods. I'm going to put the things in the chest, and they may work one day, but it's a known bug. It's been around for a while. Blood Magic and Galacticraft just don't play well together, and we just cannot work out why. So yeah, if you can't work out what's causing the issue, there doesn't seem to be anything causing the issue, but because you can't work out what's causing the issue, we can't really fix it. So unfortunately I won't be doing any Blood Magic for the time being in this series, but I will be doing it in my beginner's guide certainly, because Blood Magic in the monster pack is one of its strong points, I think. So make sure you watch the beginner's guide where we'll be getting heavily into Blood Magic, or Resonant Raz where I'm heavily into it. But yeah, at least I've got these guys. So a bit of a fail episode. I failed with the Rotarycraft, I failed with the Blood Magic. I did get a regen crystal. I've also got a spare one I can carry around with me. Once I get an ender pouch I can carry that and the Silk Touch pickaxe in my thing. I've got a portable regen, which is maybe a bit overpowered. Who knows? Let me know what you think, if that's overpowered or not. Anyway, the video's over 40 minutes. I'm going to wrap up now. Thank you as always for watching a fairly episode, and let's quickly look at the list. So Magenta Geostrata, we've got that done. Blood Altar and Dagger of Sacrifice we've got done, but we can't really do a lot with. Rotarycraft start, I need to go get a whole lot more iron to turn into steel to get to that point, and I need some ender pearls, so we haven't got that done yet. Counter sheep farm needs to work, and I was really looking forward to using the rituals for the animal farms, but we shall have to find another way. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I see you next time. Cheers. Bye.